right, hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while. A lot has happened. I'm trying to someone told me that I need to look at the camera. I'm trying to keep looking at the camera, but I'm probably still gonna look away. But a lot has happened and a lot has just been made me be like, oh, like I don't want to do this right now. I'm like super tired. But I remember why I started all of this, and it was just to just be real and share real people things, and like what goes on with business, what goes on in my life, not just business, but just what goes on in my life, and just to share knowledge and experiences with people. Today I had the privilege of talking with someone and sharing some wisdom and knowledge and stuff that I have gone through with someone, because as he was telling me his story, it literally reminded me of like my story. A little bit of when I lost my grandmother. And I like almost cried. I've been crying since Monday, because I've been going through like a lot, and I'm not going to share on here, but it's been a lot, and I just thought like, why is this happening to me? Why is all of this happening to me? Like, I don't understand. Why am I the one that's going through this? Like, everyone keeps on saying it's for the journey. It's like, so when you finally make it, like, you can have a story to share, which is true now after I had that conversation. But and I haven't made it yet, but like, yes. um uh I just thought like, why, like, this is like the shit, like this is probably the worst things that are happening to me right now, which obviously wasn't true. But when I sat down and talked with this kid, I was just like, shit. Like, when you sit down and like talk with people about like what's going on, you're like almost like literally it's sitting there like, dude, a quarter of what you're going through, I cannot. And as he was talking to me, I was just literally sitting there, and I was just like, bro, I remember going through that. It was hell. I know what you're going through. And it just reminded me that what you're going through now is not just for you. What you've gone through and what you're going through isn't for you, it's for someone else. It's for you to pass on this knowledge. It's for you to share it with someone, to give them hope, because you got through it. Someone else will get through it as well, by you sharing your story and you telling them that, hey, listen, I was there. I know what happened there. And the situations may not be exactly the same, but you can at least say like, bro, sis, like, I was there. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly the feeling in your heart, and it's going to be okay. When I just heard him talk, and then I shared like how I got through it, because how I got through it was bad, and I was like, dude, don't do it that way. Like, do it this way. I wish I had done this. And I think that's what life is all about. Like, when you go through and you make mistakes, it's not like you make mistakes. Obviously, through mistakes you learn, and then you grow, you do better. But also in those mistakes, you share them with other people so that they too don't make those mistakes. I mean, I feel like that's a part of love, and like sharing love with, excuse me, and sharing love with people. So I mean, if you don't share like, oh, I made this mistake, and try to share it with someone else, then I don't know what type of person you are, but hey, whatever. But um but what you're going through right now isn't just for you, it's for someone else. And it really made me think like, damn, I I got through that whole entire situation. I think I can get through this one. I think that I'm strong enough to get through this one. Um just sitting there and just being like, man, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for where I'm at right now, because I remember when I was there, when I was where I started, I didn't like it. And now, even now, I find myself catching myself being ungrateful, catching myself being like, why is this happening to me? And it's all true. If for those, it's all true. Like, oh, why is this happening to me? You know, you cannot negate those feelings. You can't be like, oh, well, someone's going through worse, so this isn't really bad. But you need to acknowledge the fact that yes, this sucks, but you know, it. I just lost my train of thought. but it, it's it's not. It could be worse. It could be worse. I just want to just I'm kind of losing the point, I think, but I just really just want to just I just ran into the car. I just ran into the car just to film and just tell you guys like it's gonna be okay. And this is mainly for me, but then mainly for and then for someone else who's going through stuff is that it's gonna be okay, even though right now it sucks a lot. You know, like I said, I've been crying since Monday. I've stopped now because clearly I'm filming and I'm not crying, but everything everything works out, things change, you know. it, just the one thing that I've learned in these past couple of days is that if you just sit there and just wallow and just cry and just like be like sitting there just like wondering like, oh, I wish this happened, or I wish this to happen, or this and that, nothing will get done. Work still needs to be done, school work needs to get done, business stuff still needs to get done. But then also taking breaks and acknowledging like, you know, I need to just release, which is why Amazon's going to be a little bit later than it's supposed to be, but I think that I owed it to myself to take a breath, to breathe, because I'm going through a lot. I'm going through it. I'm not going to be this it's not going to be this way forever, but I'm thankful for this journey. Even though tomorrow something else might change, I might be like, what the hell? But I'm thankful for this journey because I will share this with someone else. And even as I was talking about what I was going through, I was talking to this person and he was just like, yo, I'm also going through that as well. So maybe it's good that I kind of got it in like chapters of my life, not just all at once, because then I would have been like, hey. But that just means that person is a lot stronger because he's going through all of it, and at the same time, and God gives the strongest battles to the strongest soldiers, people. I don't know the quotes. I got onto this YouTube, onto this filming thing, and I just forget all like proverbs and sayings and English. You people must think that this is boy even go to school. I promise you guys, I went to school. I went to boarding school. I'm not at a private university. But I can't talk on YouTube. Oh, and laugh. I don't remember the last time like I laughed like and just felt like laughed. Like I felt good. So laugh. I challenge you to laugh and enjoy life a little more. Remember, all of this is for a story to tell. This is everything that you're going through is for a story to tell. Whether you tell it to one person or a million people, it's for a story to be told, and you just need to hang in there. You are writing pages in your book, my friend. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video.